Good morning, Nigerians. This is the newspaper review here on TAF TV, where we give Nigerians out here the opportunity to air out their minds. But before we hit the streets to hear what Nigerians out here have to say, I'll be reading the newspaper headlines for today. My name is Benjamin Agbile. We'll be starting with the Daily Sun. NLC president gives police August 29 appointment. Union set for strike. The details of the be found on page 6 and 29 of the Daily Sun. Weekend's exit needed for PDP survivor, Clarksdale acting chairman. The details of the be found on page 26 of the Daily Sun. Enugu government pulled down property used for kidnapping in Enugu. The details of the be found on page 4 of the Daily Sun. Abia record 13 suspect cases of Mpox Open Treatment Center. The details will be found on page 27 of the Daily Sun. AGF office has no record of ex-CGN Onogen's CCT case file. The details will be found on page 4 of the Daily Sun. Federal government set up 10-man panel to enforce escort judgment on local government autonomy. The details will be found on page 27 of the Daily Sun. FAAC revenue faces decline as NNPCL redirect 3.4 trillion naira in remittance to fuel subsidy. The details will be found on page 25 of the Daily Sun. Catholic bishop meets over state of nation orders. The details will be found on page 6 of the Daily Sun. No deal with herdsmen. Southeast monarchs insist. The details will be found on page 4 of the Daily Sun.
Body odor, waist pain, acute headache every time, constant malaria, constant typhoid.
Moving next is the Punch newspaper. NNPC reports 9.3 trillion naira petrol import as queues linger. The details will be found on page 2 and 28 of the Punch newspaper. 2027 APC kicks as PDP backs call for Jonathan's return. The details will be found on page 14 of the Punch newspaper. Police bust kidnappers then rescue victim in Anambra. The details will be found on page 4 of the Punch newspaper. Fubara receives PDP leaders, denies defection plan. The details will be found on page 14 of the Punch newspaper. Producers decline sale of 460,000 BPD crude to Dangote orders. The details will be found on page 25 of the Punch newspaper. Forex shortage. Domestic airlines ground 42 aircraft. The details will be found on page 25 of the Punch newspaper. Akume Edun lead local government autonomy implementation panel. The details will be found on page 14 of the Punch newspaper. INEC lists 260.
Come save your life today. Start the course eating for body. Feverish feeling every evening. Hotness of the body. Partial blindness. Partial dysentery. Partial diarrhea.
Moving next is the New Telegraph. On the bold headline here says, we will shut down economy if Ajaero is arrested. NLC warns. The details will be found on page 2 and 4 of the New Telegraph. COP. Tinubu orders scrutiny, pawning of delegate to save 10 billion naira. The details will be found on page 2 of the New Telegraph. Eduguba, INEC present updates voters register to political parties. The details will be found on the New Telegraph. The details will be found on page 6 of the New Telegraph. A court reaffirms Shaibu's reinstatement as Edo Deputy Governor. The details will be found on page 4 of the New Telegraph. Nigerian arrested in US for stealing $10 million unemployment benefits. The details will be found on page 5 of the New Telegraph. Probe expel Wike for anti-party conduct. Clark charges PDP. The details will be found on page 5 of the New Telegraph. Not now holding short end of the sticks, says Umaru Ado. The details will be found on page 2 of the New Telegraph. And that will be all for the newspaper headline for today. Let's see the street to hear. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
We can see on the New Telegraph here on the front page here that said we will shut down economy if Ajaero is arrested, NLC warns. So NLC now are warning the police that if they arrest their boss, they will shut down the economy of the country. That is in the 36 states of Nigeria. Recently, the police went to their boss office, that is Ajaero's office, ransacked the place, took some documents and arrested some certain people for alleged sponsoring online or cyber crime. So what do you think about this headline?
Well, everything is all about the new concept in Nigeria. We can see that our country has fallen from grace to grass as a result of ineptitude of the Nigerian government. Now the masses, the hoi polloi, are suffering as a result of the present trend. Now police has nothing to do with the arrest of Ajaero. Reason being that he is speaking for the masses, for the suffering of the masses. You know, our Nigerian police are not getting it wrong. When they see somebody that is saying the truth, they will not even be in support of the person. But now, look at the people that are terrorizing this country. Now, the miscreants, the hoodlums, and they are being let go. So our country, our nation is a country whereby if you speak the truth, they'll be after you. But when you support the whatever that is wrong, then they will hear you. So that is the trend. Now, to my own, I will say the man is saying the truth, and he's speaking for the interest of the masses. So why must police come to arrest him? After all, what's the duty of police? The police is to maintain peace and peace and justice and orderliness. So they have nothing to do with his arrest for now.
So as of they gave him, they sent a letter of invite to him for interrogation, but till now he has not honored the invite. And now the NLC bodies in the 36 states are threatening to go to shut down economy if he's being arrested. You understand? And do you think he should honor that invitation or he should hold his ground?
He should not honor the invitation.
Okay.
In that anything about our police is just opposite.
Okay.
Going there now, from interrogation, they get him arrested, and the masses now might even declare a shutdown, a total shutdown, which will now bring doom and woe to this nation. So let him hold his ground. He's a man of supernatural probity, a man of impregnable integrity, a man that stands for the masses. If he goes there, even who knows, if he goes there, they'll just bribe him. And the suffering of the masses looms and locks. So we see ourselves in the blue.
Thank you very much. All right, you all have heard what Nigerians how they have to say about today's headline. You also can be part of this program. Just slide into our comment section, like, comment, follow for more videos like this one. My name is Benjamin Agbili, and this is a newspaper review here on TAV TV. Thanks for watching.